Story time. Okay, my father. Now, I done already gave y'all the rundown about my father. I'm gonna get this out the way real quick. I'm gonna say this because this scarred me. Now, every time my father did something, his way of getting back in good with me was to take me to McDonald's and he would buy me one of them green shamrock shakes. The nastiest shakes in America. See, that's what I mean, man. He couldn't do nothing right. He couldn't do nothing right. Why you couldn't give me a vanilla shake or a chocolate shake? He always got me this nasty green shamrock shake because it was on sale. And he could get like 2 of them for $4. But I couldn't get a regular shake. So every time he messed up, he come pick me up. Like, oh, he finna go take me to get one of this nasty shakes. So that was like a punishment on top of whatever he did to mess up in the first place. So, we didn't have no food. We ain't never had no food. We ain't never had no gas and light. We ain't never had no nothing. We ain't never had no heat. We ain't never had no nothing. But what we did have was antique furniture in the living room with plastic around it. So we got some expensive antique furniture set in the living room. We can't go in the living room or my mama will lose her mind. You can't sit on none of the couches. So we got this expensive living room, but in the rest of the house, we ain't got no damn heat, and we ain't got no food, and we ain't got no electricity. So we sit in the dark with a $10,000 living room. These people is utterly insane, man. That's insanity. That is straight up insanity. We had the marble table, the rugs that match, the curio cabinet, the couches, the love seat, the whole nine, man. Had a divider so you couldn't go in there. I'm talking about one of the best looking living rooms I ever seen in my life. We got the living room of lifestyles in the rich and famous, but this ain't lifestyles in the rich and famous. This lifestyles of the crackhead and narcissists, alcoholics. Nothing my parents did made sense to me at all, man. Even as a kid at a young age, I always used to just look at them like, man, I can't stand y'all, man. God, I wish I would have got adopted. I can't stand y'all, man. Damn crackheads, man. So check this out. My mother at work, my daddy, he need to get some drugs. He losing his mind. That fool came home. I remember it. I don't think I went to school, man, because I didn't have to go to school. I didn't have any rules. I could take 2 years off of school if I wanted to, and ain't nobody go say a word to me. If I wake up in the morning and I decide I want to watch cartoons and I want to take the food stamps and go get me some snacks, that's just what I'm going to do. Because when you got narcissistic, crackhead, toxic, abusive parents, they don't watch you like that. They don't care whether you go to school or not. They could care less whether you go to school. I ain't even act like I was going to school. She didn't question me. What happened? Did you miss the bus? What happened? Nothing. I'm not going. I ain't even have to say nothing. I'm in there chilling, watching cartoons, cracking up, watching Dennis the Menace and Thundercats. Thundercats. Having the time of my life. So my daddy comes home. He ain't gonna say nothing either. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think he knew I even existed. So he comes home and I think he had a guy with him. And they comes in and they start heading towards the living room. So I'm looking at my room like, this is odd. What the hell is they doing in the living room? Oh, my mama will have a fit. So, but I don't know what they doing. I think they just in there like chilling or something. Because my daddy a crackhead and he always drunk, so I don't know. You never know with him. You know, they be sporadic and all over the place. So you never know what they expect out of them. So I'm looking, man, they end up looking around. So I seen them grab the couch and start handing out the dough. Do tell. They grabbed the couch, they started handing out the dough, man. They packed that whole living room up and put it on on like a Safford & Son truck. I don't even know how they got all that stuff on the back of that truck, but they got that whole living room was packed up in that Safford & Son truck. Where there's a crack rock, there's a way. I'm not even playing with y'all. Where there's a crack rock, there's a way. Not where there's a wheel, there's a way. Where there's a crack rock, there's a way. Man, they loaded all that stuff up. I went and hopped on my bike and I followed them to they went no. I went outside, I tried to follow them, they was going too fast, so I ended up losing them. So it was like an hour or two later, I seen that truck ride past, so I follows the truck. Sure enough, the truck went to like, it was kind of a liquor store, but it was kind of a liquor store where you could hang out there and drink. So I want to say kind of a tavern. It was a tavern because, you know, back in the days, they had like little taverns, you know what I'm saying, where you go get liquor, but you could go in there and drink. Not so much a bar, like a tavern, man. Old school people know what I'm talking about, man. The George King Tavern, there, old school people know what I'm talking about, man. So I seen the car and him and the same dude, all the furniture gone on the truck, everything on the truck. Him and the dude, they go in there some, and it was in there for a while. I couldn't go in there because I was too young, so I just rode around. I'm like, man, they taking too long. So my mother gets home and she flips out and loses her damn mind. Now, mind you, we don't got food. We don't got gas and light. We don't got heat. We don't got none of them things. She ain't shed a tear about none of those things. I ain't been to school. I done threw my life down the drain in third grade. I done already said enough. I'm done. I'm done with life. I give up. They crackheads. I don't care. I'm finna watch cartoons and get fat. And that's just what I did. I watched cartoons and I sit there and I'm fat. That's exactly what I did. I took them food stamps and went and got me some snacks. I said, hell, if this the life that I'm gonna have to live, I bet I'm gonna be happy. I bet I'm gonna be full off these damn snacks. So she come home, she loses her mind. Somehow my brother, he knew everything that was going on. My brother was always in the background, man. He was devious in the mud, bro. He was like Suge Knight. He was always like in the background where you didn't think he was even around. He was always somewhere in the middle of everything. So somehow this fool then followed my daddy. And when they left that first time and they was gone, when I lost them, he picked up the trail and he followed them to wherever they took that furniture to. He followed them. So, my brother was able to show my mama where they went to. So we all loads up in the car. We go there. My brother shows them. Sure enough, my mama go, we all at the door. My mama go knock on the door. He in there, white lady in there, and some white kids. They all sitting on the couch like a happy family. Their house was nice. They had a yard. They had the life that I always dreamed of, that I always wanted. This nigga, he got a whole nother family over here, bro. He got a whole nother family over here, a whole white family that he done took the furniture over there to. And they over there living a life. I'm jealous, bro. I'm jealous. He looked like a whole new person. He looked like he got his act together, man. He don't look nothing like the crackhead that I know, the alcoholic that I know. So he got a whole nother family on the side, bro. Somehow, I don't know what happened, man, but somehow my mom ended up getting all that furniture back. She got that furniture back because that was the thing about my mama. She would have died for that furniture. She wouldn't have did a damn thing for her son. She don't do nothing for me. She could care less about me, but she would have died for that furniture, man. So she ended up getting that furniture back, and then, you know, he came and got me, and you know where he took me? He took me to McDonald's to get an old green Shamrock shake. The nastiest shake ever, bro. Like, come on. And I'm a chubby kid, and you know when you a chubby kid, we don't complain about nothing. If it's ice cream, it's ice cream. I didn't need Shamrock, green Shamrock ice cream. Man, don't nobody eat that. What, man? I don't eat that, bro. I'm a black kid from the hood, from the ghetto. I don't want no green. Man, if you don't go get me some of that Neapolitan boy, let me get a Neapolitan boy where I can have the best of three worlds. I got the vanilla, the chocolate, and the strawberry. And go get him, and don't mess around and give me a Sara Lee pound cake. You my father. You supposed to know the way to my heart. You go get me a green Shamrock shake. Every time I see green ice cream to this day, it make me want to throw up. I'm not even lying, bro. I'm scarred. He scarred me with something as precious and beautiful as ice cream. Third eye in the sky. Hey.